خلیفہ کے ہم ہیں خلیفہ ہمارا، وہ دل ہے ہمارا آقا ہمارا، ہمارا ہمارا خلیفہ ہمارا، وہ دل ہے ہمارا آقا ہمارا، وہ دل ہے ہمارا آقا ہمارا۔
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to This Week with Huzoor. We are honored once again to present highlights of 2 virtual mulaqats with African members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat. We begin with Saturday's mulaqat, where Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Aidahu Ta'ala bin-Nasrihi al-Aziz met with the National Amla of Khudam al-Ahmadiyya, Burkina Faso.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Summa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Nabi Muhammadin. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Last weekend, African members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community were blessed with 2 virtual mulaqats with Hazrat Khalifatul Masih V. May Allah be his helper. On Saturday, the National Majlis-e-Amla of Khudam al-Ahmadiyya Burkina Faso had the opportunity to meet Huzoor. During the meeting, the Amla members each had the chance to seek Huzoor's guidance.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear Huzoor.
Wa alaikum salam.
हुजूर मैं अपने तारुफ उर्दू में करवाऊंगा।
अच्छा माशाल्लाह, जामिया इंटरनेशनल से पढ़ा हुआ है?
जी हुजूर।
अच्छा माशाल्लाह।
मेरा नाम हसन जेंगानी है।
अच्छा, तो आप मुझे ख़त लिखते रहते हैं उर्दू में टाइप करके?
हाँ जी बिल्कुल हुजूर। हाँ जी।
अच्छा अच्छा।
मैं बोबो जिलासों के मुरबी सिलसिला हूँ और मजलिस खुदम अहमदिया में मुहतमिम तरबियत के तौर पर काम करता हूँ। अच्छा
माशाल्लाह। तो तरबियत का प्लान क्या है? क्या तरबियत करेंगे? नमाज़ों की तरफ तवज्जो है, कुरान पढ़ने की तरफ तवज्जो है, दीनी इल्म सीखने की तरफ तवज्जो है, अखलाक को बेहतर करने की तरफ तवज्जो है, और अगर है तो किस तरह है? नमाज़ें पढ़ने के बारे में क्या मंसूबा है? कितने फ़ीसद खुदाम जो हैं वो बाजमात नमाज़ पढ़ते हैं? आपके यहाँ तो रिस्ट्रिक्शन कोई नहीं है, वहाँ नमाज बाजमात पढ़नी चाहिए।
जी हुजूर, इन सारे उमूर के लिहाज से कोशिश करते हैं ताकि बेहतर से बेहतर हो जाए।
ठीक है, असल चीज़ यही है, नमाज की तरफ तवज्जो होनी चाहिए खुदाम की। नमाज पढ़ने की आदत हो जाए तो फिर इंशाअल्लाह ताला बाकी तरफ तवज्जो भी पैदा होती है। तो तरबियत करें, और दूसरे कुरान करीम पढ़ने की तरफ तवज्जो होनी चाहिए इनकी ज़्यादा। फिर ये है कि कोई ना कोई तरबियत के लिए ना कोई हवाला निकाल के, 1 सफ़े का आधे सफ़े का हवाला निकाल के हज़रत मसीह मौऊद अलैहिस्सलाम का, या कोई हदीस निकाल के वो दिया करें लोगों को, सर्कुलेट किया करें खुदाम को, ताकि वो इसको पढ़ें और अपनी इस्लाह करें और तरबियत करें। फिर कोशिश करें कि सारे खुदाम जो हैं वो खुतबा जुम्मा जो आता है MTA पे हर दफ़ा मेरा, उसको ज़रूर सुना करें। ठीक है
जी जी इंशाअल्लाह।
चलो फिर बैठो।
My name is Baro Ahmed Rashid. I am Muhtamin Tarbiyat Namuwain.
Are you born Ahmadi or you accepted Ahmadiyya some time ago?
Je ne suis pas Ahmadi de naissance, j'ai fait bayat.
He was not born an Ahmadi, he did his bayat.
Acha acha, mashallah. Acha. So for different groups, for different religious backgrounds, they should have different plan and program. So those Muslims who are Muslim, it is quite possible that there are a number of Khudam who join Ahmadiyyat, know the words of prayer, Surah Fatiha, and they can read the Quran. Then for them you have to make a plan that you tell them more about Ahmadiyyat and try to increase their Islamic religious knowledge. And those who come from Christian background, they should have a different training program. They should learn the words of Surah Fatiha, the prayers, salat, tell them how to offer salat, what is the meaning of the salat, or why should we offer 5 daily prayers, and for other groups as well. So different groups should have different plan and program, not the same plan for each and every group.
Okay, inshallah.
Inshallah. So those who know Surah Fatiha, they should know the meaning of it. And when they know the meaning of it while praying, they will pray more fervently than before. So in this way, each and every word we recite in the prayer, you should know the meaning of it. And that will strengthen your faith and firm belief in God, the Almighty. That's all? Sadr Sahib, that's all. Now, Allah Hafiz, Allah Ta'ala keep you safe and let you work hard for the cause of the Jamaat and give you the strength to spread the message of Islam Ahmadiyyat all across the country. Allah bless you all. Assalamu alaikum.
The following day, members of the Pan-African Ahmadiyya Muslim Association UK had the blessed opportunity of a virtual mulaqat with Hazrat Khalifatul Masih V, Ayyadahullah Ta'ala binasrihil Aziz. Prior to a question and answer session, various presentations were made.
Ali Mohandas Sahib, Tilawat Maulana.
Our beloved Huzoor, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are getting old now.
Alhamdulillah, Huzoor, with your prayers. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Mohandas Sahib? Yes. So you said that it is because of my prayers you are getting old. My prayer, no, but my prayers are to keep you young.
Allahumma.
Not old.
Jazakallah. Andrunumunda. Jazakallah.
Haji, President Sahib, Pama, UK.
It is an honor and a privilege of inestimable proportions for us to be blessed with an audience with our beloved Huzoor at this virtual mulaqat. And I take the opportunity on behalf of the entire Palmer family to renew and reaffirm our unwavering love, loyalty, devotion, allegiance, and obedience to the sacred institution of Khilafat.
Thereafter, in their unique and melodious tunes, members of the Pan-African Association recited poems.
Now, Lajna, Tarana.
Assalamu alaikum Sayyidina, Assalamu alaikum Sayyidina. Assalamu alaikum Sayyidina, Assalamu alaikum Sayyidina. Assalamu alaikum Sayyidina. Badarga hezishan khairul anam shafi'ul waramar jaye hasiram basadi jizominnat basade hetaram ye karota hai arzapo kai ke gulam ke shah kone ali makam ke shah kone ali makam alayka salam Assalam. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Now, gents.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
Dari takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Parma UK.
Zindabad.
Parma UK.
Zindabad.
Dari takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Mashallah.
Mashallah.
During the rest of the meeting, members of the Pan-African Association had the blessed opportunity to meet Huzoor and to seek his guidance on a range of issues, starting with members of Lajna Imaillah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi, my dear beloved Huzoor.
Wa alaikum salam, mashallah.
In the Holy Quran, chapter 64, verse 15, Allah Almighty has stated that, O ye who believe, surely among your wives and your children are some who are your enemies, so beware of them. Could my beloved Huzoor please explain why wives and children have been stated here and not husbands?
So, if we include husband, then you don't have any question. The thing is that Quran here has used the word azwajikum wa aladekum. And azwaj only doesn't mean wives. In my view, azwaj means husband and wife both. If husband is not good, you have to be very much careful and vigilant and beware of their activities if they are doing against Islam and Ahmadiyyat. So this is my view, and it has been translated wives and children. But the Arabic word used is azwaj. That means spouse. And spouse includes both. So I tried to find out why we have used this. So ultimately I found that Khalifatul Masih Rabi was also of this view, that azwaj means spouse. And he has translated in his Urdu translation, not wives, but spouse. So your spouses and your children. So if you use this word, spouse, then you don't have any question. No, it is solved. See, even sometimes your husbands are also your enemies if they are asking you to act against the teachings of Islam and Ahmadiyyat. So this is why sometimes women have more influence on men, and quite a number of times we see that men have more influence on their wives. So this is why I think those who were translating it were influenced. During that time, the women were not very much aware of the Islamic teachings. But now you are very well educated. You know the meaning of the Quran. You can read the Holy Quran. You know the tradition of Islam and Ahmadiyyat. You have the knowledge. Even sometimes our women are more knowledgeable than men. Then here you can say, beware of your husbands and children. Right? Okay. That is enough.
My question is, in these unprecedented times where people have lost dear ones, lost or changed jobs, and finances may fluctuate, how can one remain resolute in Allah the Almighty? Jazakallah.
When you have more work and you are absorbed in your worldly activities and doing your job and busy in your business and other jobs, then normally it is seen that you don't pay full attention to your prayers. So I take it other way around. Whenever a person is in trouble, they try to bow before Allah Ta'ala more than before. So this is the time that you pay full attention towards Allah Ta'ala, observe your prayers on time, and pray to Allah Ta'ala that He removes all these problems and you come out from this difficult time. Right? So, in my view, you should be more resolute than before. When you are having good job, you are earning money, you are busy in your worldly activities, then normally we see that people forget who Allah is and when to worship. Or should we worship Allah or not? You don't remember Allah Ta'ala. You see, generally what we experience in this world, that those people who are involved in worldly things, normally they do not pay attention to Allah Ta'ala. This is why atheism is increasing in this Western world, because they think that what they are doing is because of their abilities, their education, their knowledge, and their better financial positions. So this is what we observe normally, that those who are worldly people do not pray to Allah Ta'ala and try to follow the injunctions and commandments given to us by Allah Ta'ala. Rather, poor people pay more attention towards Allah. And now, if you think that this is the time when you are in trouble, then you pray to Allah Ta'ala that Allah Ta'ala removes all your problems. And then also promise that whenever your conditions come to normal, you will never leave offering fervent prayers. So, this is the time that you bow before Allah more than before. When you are in trouble, when your child is sick, you pray to Allah Ta'ala. When you yourself are in trouble or sick, then you pray to Allah Ta'ala that Allah Ta'ala give you sound health. So this is the time that you pray to Allah Ta'ala, instead of saying that how can we pray and observe our duties towards Allah Ta'ala. Right?
Yeah, Jazakallah, Allah mentioned it.
So my question is, once again, the African continent is marred by wars and coup d'etat. What is beloved Huzoor's advice to the African leaders regarding this situation?
So which part of the world is now free of these things? Not only Africa. Everywhere in the world we can see now the situation in Europe is more dangerous than in Africa, because this situation can encircle whole of the world. I have been telling all the time that for peace of the country and the society, you need justice, and absolute justice. Until and unless our leadership is honest and do justice to their work, to their people, we cannot maintain peace in the society. And these things will continue. Wherever you see the leadership is good, they are honest with their people, those countries are flourishing or developing to some extent. But unfortunately, in Africa, in Asia even, there are quite a number of countries. Even in Europe now we can see the leadership is not honest. So we pray, we ask the leadership to be honest and recognize their Creator and believe that all their deeds are being seen by Allah Ta'ala, and whatever they are doing they will be answerable for it, if not in this world, in the hereafter, then they will do good. So we have to make them realize that there is one God. And don't think that this is the only world. In the hereafter, you will be answerable for all your deeds. And whatever the responsibility you have been entrusted, you will ask for it. And if you are not discharging your duties properly, then Allah Ta'ala will punish you. So this is the only thing which can reform them. That is what I have been telling all the time whenever I get chance to the leaders, that always think that Allah Ta'ala is watching over us. If we realize this fact, then it will be okay. Otherwise, it will continue like this. We can only pray or make the effort to convert whole of the country or the continent into true Islam. As you have listened to in the Tilawat recited before you, then you will be one nation, one people, and will be honest with each other and discharge your duties towards each other and discharge your duties towards Allah Ta'ala. Right? This is the only solution. Otherwise, there is no hope of any reformation. Right?
My question is, we notice some of the PAMA members don't attend some of the Jamaat meetings for the reasons that the meetings are mostly held in the Urdu language and they don't understand. So what is the point in attending such meetings?
You see, then the organizers and the office bearers should be held responsible for it. Why are they conducting their meetings in Urdu? I have asked many times that 70% of our meetings should be conducted in English so that everyone can understand it. And English-speaking people should also be given chance to speak in the meetings, in their speeches, addresses, or whatever it is, whether they hold any office or not, doesn't matter. If some people do not understand, then 70% of the meeting should be in English and 30% in Urdu. So this is the responsibility of National Amir Sahib. National Sahib is sitting here, and your local Jamaat presidents, that they should ask their office bearers that the meeting should be conducted in English so that everyone can benefit from it. So if they are not attending, although they are losing the blessing of at least sitting in an atmosphere where Allah and His Prophet's name is being narrated, and the passages of the Prophet Muhammad's books are being read. But apart from that, this is the fault of our office bearers. At least 70% of the program should be in English. So you can convey my message to your Jamaat president. Right?
My question is, according to the promised Messiah, ﷺ, jihad of this age is jihad of the pen, since Islam is attacked through the use of pen. If defensive fighting was granted to Muslims in earlier period of Islam, why are Ahmadis not allowed to fight defensively against the persecutions in Pakistan and other countries, since such persecutions are not through the use of pen?
You see, the Prophet ﷺ has said that I have come to this world in this age to establish peace. And I have come on the footsteps of the Messiah of Moses. Did Jesus Christ ever fought against his enemies? No. He was persecuted. He was beaten. Even he was put on the cross, although Allah saved him from there. But he tolerated all these things. So the Prophet Messiah Islam has said that I have come on the footsteps of Jesus Christ. This is why he says now jihad of sword is not permissible. And he quoted the hadith of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. It is in the Bukhari that now jihad is not permissible during the time of the Prophet Messiah Islam. Our work is to spread the message of true Islam, of love, peace and harmony. What we are gaining through this message is more than what we can achieve by fighting with each other. What shall we gain by fighting? You see, those Pakistanis who have come to join Ahmadiyya, they are from among those people. They have the same mentality, same psyche. Some of them are from some martial tribes. But despite that, when they accept Ahmadiyya, they say now the teaching of Islam Ahmadiyya is that you should show patience and bear all these atrocities being committed against Ahmadis by opponents. So this is why Hazrat Masih Islam has said, since the Holy Prophet ﷺ also prophesied that during the time of the Prophet Messiah, he will face and his Jamaat will face all the atrocities, but you should tolerate them. So this is why we are not retaliating. Otherwise, we can retaliate. But what will happen? We shall shatter the peace of the country, which is already in danger. Once a person said to the third Khalifa that permit me that we can organize some group and use some petrol bombs and some other bombs and create disturbance in the country. He said that yes, you can do it, but then Allah Ta'ala will say, okay, now you and your opponents do whatever you like and I am leaving you. If Allah Ta'ala leaves us, then we don't have any safe place. So it is better to follow the commandment of Allah Ta'ala that during the time of the Prophet Messiah Islam, we should spread our message through love, peace and harmony and show patience. This is why we do not fight, right? Okay.
My question is, I know I love beloved Huzoor very much. However, I notice when it comes to playing sports and watching football matches, for instance, I feel the passion I have for that seems stronger than watching Huzoor on MTA. So my question is, how can I develop such passion and desire for beloved Huzoor, which will supersede my sports and in fact everything I do, so that I wish to watch Huzoor on MTA and listen to you always?
You see, it is a tradition, and Prophet Messiah Islam also has said that we should love each other for the sake of Allah. Allah Ta'ala says that if two believers love each other for the sake of me, to please me, then I will love them. And I will shower my blessings on them abundantly. So, if you think that you love the Khalifa of the time because of the love of Allah Ta'ala, then all other love should go on the side. And only one thing should be in your forefront, and that is love of Allah Ta'ala. And for the love of Allah Ta'ala, You love your Khalifa and you love each other, right? And Khalifa loves, because of the sake of Allah Ta'ala, the members of the Ahmadiyya community. So if this is in your mind, then your love of football and other games will not take over your love to the Khilafat and Allah. You see, once son of Ali, Radhiyallahu anhu, the fourth Khalifa of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, asked him that, do you love me? The father said, yes, I love you. And then the son said, do you love Allah Ta'ala? Hazrat Ali said, yes, I love Allah Ta'ala. So then the son asked, then how can two loves be in one heart? You love me and you love Allah Ta'ala. And Hazrat Ali replied that when the time of love of Allah comes, then only one love, and that is Allah. So if there is time for prayer, and at the same time you are watching a football match on the television, which you love very much, then you put off the television and then pray first properly, not quickly, very fervently, right? Very fervently. And then after that, if you have time, then you can watch the match again. The same thing, if the Khalifa of the time is addressing and giving a speech live, addressing you directly, then you listen to him first and you can see the recording of the match later on. You have to see your preference order. Which love you prefer more? Your religion, your attachment to Khilafat, your love to Allah Ta'ala, or your love to your football match or the team you like more. Huh? So you will have to decide yourself. How can I ask you to love Khalifa more? You will have to decide yourself. I know you are, you have a pious nature, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Jazakallah.
Acha, now Sadr Sahab, Pama, now
Yes,
you have already taken 2-3 minutes extra, huh? And time is over. And I know there are some more questions,
Yes.
but next time, we shall see it next time, right? Also, one of your PAMA member is also sitting with me here. So, you have a participation, your presence in this room as well.
MashaAllah.
Acha? Assalamu alaikum.
Yes. Thanks, Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Those were highlights from 2 mulaqats that took place last weekend. We now end with our final segment, the Friday Sermon Summary.
In today's Friday sermon, Huzoor, may Allah be his helper, continued his series of sermons on Hazrat Abu Bakr Razila Ta'ala Anhu. Towards the end, Huzoor, may Allah be his helper, appealed for special prayers with the threat of nuclear warfare.
जो आजकल के हालात हैं दुनिया के जंगों के, इसके लिए दुआ करें। ये खौफनाक से खौफनाक तर होते जा रहे हैं। अब तो एटमी जंग की भी धमकियां दी जाने लगी हैं, जिसके जैसा कि पहले भी मैंने कहा और कई दफ़ा कह चुका हूँ कि खौफनाक नताइज होंगे और इसके नताइज अगली नस्लों को भी भुगतने पड़ेंगे। अल्लाह ताला ही है जो इन लोगों को अक्ल दे। इन दिनों में दरूद भी बहुत पढ़ें, इस्तिग़फ़ार भी बहुत करें। अल्लाह ताला हमारी गुनाहों को भी माफ़ फरमाए और दुनिया के लीडरों को भी अक्ल और समझ अता फरमाए। हज़रत मसीह अलैहिस्सलाम ने एक वक्त में जमात को ख़ास तौर पर तलकीन फरमाई थी कि रब्बना आतिना फ़िद दुनिया हसनतम व फ़िल आखिरति हसनतम व क़िना अज़ाबन्नार की दुआ बहुत पढ़ा करो। और फरमाया था कि रुकू के बाद کھڑے ہو کے دعا کیا کریں. تو اس کو بھی آج کل بہت زیادہ پڑھنے کی ضرورت ہے. اللہ تعالیٰ حسنات سے بھی نوازے اور ہر قسم کے آگ کے عذاب سے سب کو بچائے.